Hi, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. And again, I am Coach Poi, and this is the Conduit of Change page. Now, um, this is the last part of our series, Be More, a compelling journey towards security, significance, and self-worth. So, ang title ng series natin na to is Be More, Be a better version of you. So, lahat tayo is nangangarap to be something more, right? Nakafocus kasi tayo dun sa comparison natin sa ibang tao. Nakafocus tayo sa ibang mga bagay, di ba? Pero ngayon, I want you or every one of you or us to focus more on ourselves. How can we be more? Not for other people, not for appearances, not for social media, but how to be more for ourselves. All right? So, yun nga, before I end this series, this is the series finale, as I've told you. So, before I end this, I want to uh, have a refresher. Kung ano ba yung mga napag-usapan natin nung mga nakaraang 3 weeks. So, una, ang napag-usapan natin is um, ang napag-usapan natin nung una is for about security. So ano ba yun? Nagkakaroon tayo ng false sense of security. If you have a false sense of security, what's happening is we often like sacrifice our authenticity um, with connection, with relationships, with other people, with security, with our jobs, and all sorts of things like that. So, hindi naman masama yon na pahalagahan mo yung riches mo, pahalagahan mo yung trabaho mo, pahalagahan mo yung ibang tao. Yeah. But sometimes it gives us a great toll sa sarili natin. Minsan sinasabi natin na parang hindi ako to, hindi na ako to, ayoko na. So, yun yung iniiwasan natin dito. So, for that, please always consider your authenticity as well, um, other than security. Second point of security is never be afraid of change. Never be afraid of growth. Because once you are not growing, you are simply decaying. Diba? Lagi namin sinasabi yun. So, ang nangyayari is you somewhat um, kagaya ng analogy natin of the goldfish, di ba? The goldfish can only be as big as its bone. So, ganun din tayo. We should explore new places. We should explore places kung saan tayo mag-grow. We should explore relationships kung saan tayo mag-grow. We should explore company or friends. We should explore those things kung saan mag-grow tayo. Because kung patuloy lang natin yung sarili natin, ilalagay natin dun sa goldfish lang natin, kung saan safe and secured and cozy tayo, we will never find out what we are capable of. And it is always within yourselves. Second point is the significance. Yung significance naman is hinahanap natin yung significance natin pagdating ah, sa ibang bagay, sa mga bagay na nagagawa natin sa ibang tao. We always play like the heroes and we feel significant kapag kami nagagawa tayo sa ibang tao. Pero whatever that is, kailangan we should also be significant with ourselves. Ganun din sa self-worth, di ba? Ano yung mga bagay na nabibigay mo? So, sabi ko nga is yung mga nangyayari sa buhay natin, dito sa mundo, dalawang klase ng tao. Merong creator at merong receiver. So, tayo ba yung mga tao na nakakapag-ambag sa mundo or tayo lang yung kuha ng kuha or tanggap ng tanggap, 'di ba? So, for you to have like significance and a sense of significance and self-worth, we should always consider what we give out to others and what legacy we leave pagdating dito. How do you want to be remembered? How do you want to be known? Diba? Doon ba sa mga kayamanan mo? Doon ba sa mga natapos mo sa pag-aaral? Doon ba sa mga achievements mo na lumilipas din? Or dun talaga sa katotohanan na kung ano ka. Like, are you a giving person? Nagkaroon ka ba ng magandang legacy? 'Di ba? Sabi ko nga is, in the end, sabi pala, hindi pala ako nagsabi. Sabi um, ni Jack Cornfield, 'di ba? In the end, only three things will matter: how well you live, how well you love, and how deeply you let go. So yun. If you're looking for security, significance, and self-worth, you should always look for it sa ating mga sarili. Just deep inside you, just find it, nandyan lang yun. Alright? So that is a brief recap of what we've discussed for the last 3 weeks. Now, ang gagawin naman natin is to discuss how to be more, how to be better version of ourselves. Sabi ko nga, kung patuloy lang tayo na nagtuturo dito, wala tayong ginagawa, 'di ba? We should always consider that no one is able to cross the river just by looking down the stream. So, paano ba tayo makakarating dun sa desired state natin of being more, 'di ba? Siyempre, yung being more para sa akin, it's not only being more for you, but being more for others. Okay? So, unahin muna natin yung being more for yourself. Dapat magkaroon tayo ng growth mindset. So, dalawang klaseng mindset yan. The fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Pag sinabi mong growth mindset, siya yung they always want to learn, they always want to explore new things, they always want to do. Pagka yung fixed mindset, ang pagkakaiba ng fixed mindset is hindi ko kaya yan, ayoko niyan, baka hindi ko magawa yan, baka hindi ko kaya yan, baka hindi ko yan makaya or hindi ko ma-execute ng maayos, or I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not guapo enough, and I am not enough. But if you're thinking of those things, that you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not guapo enough, you're not matalino enough, right? What are the things that you can do to be better? What are the things that you can do to be more? Diba? So you have to find out ways for yourself on how to better improve yourself. Self-improvement is a part of self-love. Self-improvement is a part of self-care, 'di ba? So, you should always have the growth mindset. Huwag kayong makontento dito because you can always be more. You can always do something better dun sa sarili nyo. And always do not focus on the things that you don't want. Rather, you have to focus on the things that you want. Always focus on the things that you want. Why? Because if we focus on the things that we don't want, essentially, we forget the things that we really want. Kung lagi na lang tayong sa negative, nakafocus, yung mga positive things, napapabayaan na natin. Yung mga positive things is nakakalimutan na natin. 'Di ba? So, you always have to focus on the things that you really want. Yun. Next, magkaroon tayo ng growth mindset. That's one. You also have to learn new things. 'Di ba? Sabi ni, I actually forgot her name, Eleanor Roosevelt, I think, is to grow daw, you should always learn new things every day. Di ba? Mag-try kayo ng iba't ibang pagkain, pumunta kayo sa iba't ibang lugar, magbasa kayo ng iba't ibang libro. Read the news. You have to read the news, know the news, be aware of the current events that's happening right now, 'di ba? Yun yung mga bagong bagay na dapat nating malaman araw-araw, 'di ba? Magkaroon tayo ng bagong learning. You could enroll in online classes, or you could talk to people, 'di ba? Sa mga tao, marami tayong nakakausap. Naniniwala ako na sa lahat ng tao, meron tayong matututunang lesson. So, try to learn a new lesson every day. And if you have a journal, or meron kayong diary, di ba? Pwede nyo isulat doon, Dear Diary, I learned something new today. And if you're able to acknowledge at the end of the day that you've learned something new for that day, definitely is you've grown for that day and you didn't decay. Because if you're not growing, you are decaying. Right? So, yun yung mga bagay that you always have to consider. Third, ask questions. Sabi ko nga, 'di ba? Walang masama sa pagtatanong. Maging tanga ka na ng 1 minuto kaysa maging tanga ka habang buhay. Sorry for the term, 'di ba? Pero natutunan ko 'yon when I wasn't there, 'di ba? One of the basics in life is inquiry. So, lahat tayo ay dumating sa puntong ito na meron tayong technology, na meron tayong ah, mga bagong gadgets na ginagamit because people back in the day never never stop to question, never stop to ask question, never stop to inquire, never stop to be inquisitive, 'di ba? And sila yung nagdala ng napakalalaking development sa humankind, sa human race. Why? Because hindi sila tumigil magtanong. So, ganun din tayo. For future generations, let's not stop to ask kung ano ba ang kulang, ano ba, how can we make this better, how can we improve things, and malay ninyo, di ba? Makapag, uh, makapag-contribute tayo sa ikabubuti ng mundo sa mga susunod na panahon. Coach po, yung labo naman ang sinasabi mo. Parang mag-isa lang naman ako, paano ako makaka-change ng mundo, 'di ba? Or wala naman ako enough funds, paano ako makaka-change ng mundo sa mga susunod? Remember, 'di ba? Um, great things starts from small beginnings, 'di ba? Lagi natin 'yang sinasabi at lagi natin 'yang naririnig. Pero tama, si Google, si Facebook, si Amazon, saan sila nag-start? 'Di ba? Nag-start sila sa garage. 'Di ba? Huwag niyo rin kakatwiran sa akin na wala kayong garage because you can always start. And the resources that you need is, or the most important resources that you need is within yourself. Okay? So, yun yun. Next is, you've got to accept the things that you cannot change. So, kagaya rin na sinabi ko kanina, let's not focus on the things that we don't want. So, we can focus on the things that we can modify at magsimula tayo sa ating sarili. We cannot expect things to change for us if we don't have internal change within ourselves. 'Di ba? So, magsimula tayo sa ating sarili. We always have to accept what we can change and what we cannot change, and we always have to know the difference between both. Bakit? Kasi, if we focus on the things that we cannot change and wallow on the things that we cannot change, at hindi natin tatanggapin yun, it would only create stress and toll on our physical and emotional and mental well-being. Okay? So, kailangan, ang nangyayari is we focus on the things that we can change. Pero kailangan natin ng courage. Kasi, yung courage na yon is, that's the one that's gonna help us like change the things for the better. And lagi ako naniniwala that change is always for the good. Nahihirapan lang tayo, nakita lang natin na parang hindi siya maganda kasi meron tayong transition period na tinatawag from one point from our current state to our desired state. Okay? So, ang nangyayari is nahihirapan tayo sa transition. Nandiyan na yung gusto na natin bumalik sa dating state natin. Nandiyan na yung gusto nating ayaw na natin, di ba? Meron tayong mga low frustration tolerance, di ba? Pero, kagaya din ng palagi kong sinasabi is change can be painful, change can be scary, change can be frustrating, change can be demotivating, but ituloy nyo lang because it's always gonna be worth it. Change is always gonna be worth it. If you only learn to appreciate the things that we really want, kung gustong-gusto talaga natin sila, and your desire to change is better than the desire to remain the same, tuloy-tuloy lang at masasaan pa yan, and lahat tayo is magkakarating tayo doon sa desired state natin. Diba? Next is to live more and to love more. Diba? Wag natin pigilan yung mga sarili natin. Minsan kasi, it's better to take the risk kaysa live in a life of what ifs. Diba? Minsan maraming dun sa buhay natin, what if kaya ganito? What if kaya ganyan? What could have been kung tinuloy ko yung pag-aaral ko? What if nagseryoso ako sa pag-aaral ko? What if pinursu ko siya? What if ganito? Gusto niyo bang mabuhay sa isang Gusto niyo bang mabuhay na nagtatanong kayo palagi kung what could have been? Gusto niyo bang mabuhay na nagtatanong kayo palagi kung ano yung pwedeng maging kayo? Gusto niyo bang mabuhay na palaging merong nasa likod ninyo na paano kaya kapag ganito yung nangyari, 'di ba? Walang gustong mabuhay ng ganun. So you have to live more and you have to express your love more because kung meron tayong nangyari, kung meron tayong natutunan dito sa pandemyang to, is life is too short, 'di ba? And life is unpredictable. Naisip niyo ba na parang makukulong tayo sa mga sambahayan natin ng matagal na panahon? And naisip niyo rin ba na maraming taong mamamatay in a span of months? Hindi, 'di ba? So life is short. So if you want to live your life to the fullest, my suggestion is let go. Don't push people away. Let go and palayain nyo lang yung sarili ninyo to be there more for other people as kung paano nyo sila gustong maging there for you as well. Okay? Next, yun nga, sabi ko nga, learn to let go of the things that you don't really need in life. Meron kasi tayong mga focus, kadalasan nasa material na bagay, kadalasan sa mga bagay na nawawala rin naman, but it doesn't really define who you are. You've got to learn to let go of the things that is unhelpful to you. So ito ang tanong ko sa inyo. What are the things that you've been holding on to that you could have let go? And bakit nyo ito? Bakit pa kayo patuloy na humahawak dito? 'Di ba? So, if you could just let go of that thing, gagaang ba ang buhay mo? If you could just let go of that person, gagaang ba yung buhay mo? If you could just let go of that memory, gagaang ba yung buhay mo? Meron ako nabasa tungkol sa mga bad memories, sa mga, yun. Memories, parang bad memories daw, is like ghost in the past that just haunt you. Hindi na nila kayo maaano. 'Di ba? So, those are the things that you cannot change anymore. And if you find the courage in yourselves to let go of those, gawin nyo na. Because you will always feel lighter, better, at makakapag-focus kayo dun sa mga bagay na dapat ninyo pang gawin now. Not in the past, not in the future, but today. Okay? So essentially, if you focus on the past and the future, makakalimutan natin yung pinaka-importanting oras sa buhay nating lahat, which is the now. Okay? So live in the now. Learn to let go of those things. Don't push, let go. Next, you should always have a vision to be more. Vision. Ano ba yung vision? Sabi ko nga, ang vision is your end goal. Yung vision is yung vision natin, that is the ultimate goal of our lives. Paano ninyo gustong maalala? Paano nyo gustong kilalanin kayo ng mga tao ninyo sa eulogy ninyo? It may be morbid, right? But that's, eulogies are like a summary of your life in a nutshell for a certain person. Yun yung truth nila eh. Di ba? Yun yung truth nila. Pero, ano ba talaga yung gusto ninyong marinig ng mga tao about you? So, you just have to have a vision. Sabi ko nga, ang vision ko is to be known as someone who impacted other people's life or the people who know him, to inspire them to be better versions of themselves. Yun yung gusto kong malagay dun sa tombstone ko. Hindi not as a life coach, not as a motivational speaker, not as someone that founded one life group. Hindi ko gustong ganun makilala. I wanted to be known as someone who inspired the people who know me to be better versions of themselves. Yun yung parang pinaka-legacy ko na. Yan lang. So, what is your life's greatest vision? Okay. Next, to be more, you have to be responsible for yourself. So, yun, responsibility builds empowerment. If you were disempowered before, tanungin niyo yung sarili niyo, what is the role that I played in the current situation of my life right now? Di ba? So, yun nga. What's the role that you played in the current situation of your life right now? And kapag kayo mga problema ninyo, di ba? Tanungin ninyo, sinong may-ari ng problema na to? Kasi hanggat yung problema ninyo, walang may-ari, walang magre-resolve ng problema na yan. So, ano yung role na pinortray mo? Let's stop blaming other people for the current situation of our life right now. Kahit ano pa yan. Let us not stop blaming other people for where we are. Let's stop blaming other people for those things na nangyari sa atin. What is the role that you played in the current situation of your life right now? And who owns your problem? Once the problem has an owner, sino ang dapat na mag-solve ng problem mo? Di ba? So if we have that, we have responsibility for ourselves, for our thoughts, for our feelings, for what we do, for our actions, for what we don't do, for our inactions, di ba? Tayo lang ang merong responsibilidad doon. So in order to be better versions of yourselves, you should have responsibility for yourselves as well. Right? Next, we have to have faith in ourselves. We have to have self-control with ourselves. And we also have to let go and forgive quickly. Why? Coach Boy, ang hirap ng pinapagawa mo kasi ang hirap ng sinasabi mo. Like, how can I forgive? If that person, I think, hindi naman kailangan ng forgiveness. How can I forgive if that person is not asking for forgiveness? For me, forgiving is freeing yourselves from all the pain that the other person gave you. And one of the most noble things to do is to give forgiveness kahit hindi naman ito hinihingi. Try that. Hindi naman sa lahat. Di ba? Pero, itry ninyo. Um, merong mga bagay, mga tao na nagkasala sa atin dati. Di ba? I-try lang ninyo na patawarin sila. Just let go. Let go. You cannot change the past anymore. If you learn to forgive and you let go of that luggage, mas gagaang ang buhay ninyo. Remember, kapag puno tayo ng galit, hindi pala siya o yung taong ginagagalitan natin yung nahihirapan, kundi yung sarili natin. So let go. Sabi nga nila, let go, let God. Sabi ni Coach Boy, don't push, let go. Okay? So you just have to let go. Forgive quickly, have faith in yourself na kaya ninyo, have self-control dun sa mga bagay na na hindi nakakabuti sa inyo. You can indulge from time to time. You can be you all the time, but you also have to have self-control pagdating dun sa mga bagay na nagagawa natin. Lahat ng sobra, lahat ng kulang ay hindi medyo nakakatulong sa atin. So let's just be on that sweet spot. So yun yung mga techniques natin on how to be better versions of yourself for yourselves. But how can we be more for other people? So, para sa akin naman, we've got to listen more. You've got to be there, 'di ba? We've got to be involved, 'di ba? Sabi nga namin sa One Life Group is ang pinakakalaban or pinaka-best friend ng suicide at addiction at depression and any other mental disorders is isolation. So, yung isolation na yun is, sorry, that's gonna I'm gonna quote, don't quote me on that, mental and emotional disorders, right, is isolation. So, we always have to be there for other people. Sabi ko nga, be there for other people the way you want other people to be there for you. So, we have to ask the right questions. Simpleng kamusta ka para sa ibang tao, napaka gandang salita na nun sa kanila. Nakakagaang na yun ng loob. That somebody cared enough to ask them, how are they? Di ba? Bihira yun. Kayo, meron na ba kayong tao na kinumusta today? Meron na ba kayong tao na nakausap today and ask kung kamusta siya? Kung wala pa, get your phones, right? And text whoever friend you've got and tell them, ask them, kamusta ka? How are you? How are you doing? What's up? Yeah? Alright. Malaking bagay yon. We should also have to be like unconditionally accepting of ourselves and other people. So we have our flaws. We are not perfect. We are imperfect. 'Di ba? We are beyond perfect, 'di ba? Pero, 'di ba? We also have to accept the things na hindi naman natin mababago. You cannot change another person. You can only change yourself sa loob mo, 'di ba? Yung mga bagay na hindi natin kayang baguhin, yung mga bagay na hindi na natin kayang dalhin, it's either you let go or you accept. So tayo, ano yung mga bagay sa sarili mo that you can be unconditionally accepting of? We often judge other people based on their realities and not on the realities or on their reality. Pero tayo, pag ginajudge natin yung sarili natin, we base um, our judgment doon naman sa motives natin. Pinapangatwirahan na natin kung ba't natin nagawa yung mga bagay na yun, di ba? But then again, why don't we try to judge other people or to consider or to take in consideration other people's motives as well. Right? Kung paano natin ginajudge yung sarili natin, ganun din natin ibigay sa ibang tao. So if we are unconditionally accepting of ourselves, let us be unconditionally accepting of other people as well. Alright? Yun nga, yung sinabi ko kanina. Next is to love more and to hug more. Ano ba naman yung simpleng hi, kumusta, ngiti, yakap, 'di ba? Wag lang ngayon sa panahon ng pandemic, wag tayo magyakapan. Pero yun nga, um yun, we should always like give a smile kapag ka may madadaanan tayong stranger, let's just give them a smile. Who knows, that stranger might be having a bad day. Just give them your smile. Libre naman yan eh. Di ba? Wala naman kayong puhunan doon. Just give them your smile and who knows, you can change their lives for that day. Okay? So yun. We should also honor other people. Kaibat ng unconditional acceptance is honor. And I think honor is one of the prerequisites of respect. Kahit na ayaw natin naman yung ginagawa ng isang tao, but we honor them as human beings is malaking bagay na yon. I am not be able to consider or I may not like what you're doing, I may not approve of what you're doing, but I honor you as a human being. I accept you as a human being and you are loved. Hindi ikaw ang hindi ikaw 'yun. All right? Hindi ikaw yung pagkakamali mo. You are not your fault. So we should always honor other people the way we want other people to honor us as well. Never hate. Never hate. Sabi nga ni Michael Corleone sa The Godfather is never hate your enemies. They will always it clouds your judgment. Diba? So, yun nga, never hate other people. It clouds your judgment. Hindi nyo na nakikita yung good side nila. Hindi nyo na nakikita yung mga nagawa nilang mabuti. Because hatred clouds your judgment. So, what we can do about that is we can always try to consider bakit ba nila nagawa yung mga bagay na yun. Or what is the truth beyond that person. Masamang tao ba talaga siya? Kasi ako naniniwala ako na walang masamang tao. Yes, we may not be proud of what we're doing, pero tao pa rin tayo. And we don't have bad intentions. Diba? So, yun din. Yung presupposition na yun ng modern applied psychology, like, there's no bad intention, is sinasabuhay ko yun palagi. Kasi if I always look at the bad side of the people na nakapaligid sa akin, it will only imprison me to hate them, 'di ba? Pero as we know, as we teach you guys that there's no bad intention, we should always consider their motives behind doing those things, 'di ba? And there's always gonna be a reason behind. So, yun. Never hate. And, ito pa, in this world that everything else is in chaos or maraming wars na nangyayari, this is the last part of being more for other people. We should always choose to be kind. We often, kapag kagalit tayo, is ah, nakaka, pag galit tayo is, nagbibitaw tayo ng mga salita na hindi natin gusto, na hindi natin minimin, nakakagawa tayo ng mga bagay na hindi natin sinasadya. Pero at the end of the day, 'di ba? Sino ba ang mas nahihirapan? So, if you want to be there for other people, if you want to be more for other people, if you want to be more for yourselves, every single time, please always choose to be kind. Please always choose your words before they get out of your mouth. Um, Kasi salita yan eh. Hindi mo na yan mababayaran, hindi mo na yan mababawi, hindi mo na yan, ah, hindi mo na yan maibabalik. Diba? So, we should always choose to be kind with our words, with our deeds. Dun lang, sa ganung bagay lang, let's be more for other people. Let's be more for ourselves. Let's live life more. Let's be better version of ourselves. Let's be more for other people like we want other people to be more for us. And let's love ourselves more so we can share ourselves more for other people. Dito sa mundong 'to wala namang magdadamayan kundi tayo. Wala namang magdadamayan kundi tayo lang, 'di ba? The humankind. We should always treat the humankind as an end rather than a means, 'di ba? Sabi nga ni Immanuel Kant. So yung humanity daw, it's always an end. May gagawin kang bagay sa buhay mo, you always have to take humanity as an end. So you have to be kind always. And you have to be kind to yourself, you have to be kind for other people, and you have to be there more. All right? So that is the last part of the Be More series, a compelling journey towards security, significance, and self-worth. Okay? I think on November 1st, I'm gonna be launching a sequel dito sa Be More series natin. And yeah, it's gonna be more exciting with more concrete examples. I'll try to build more concrete examples for you guys to be para malaman ninyo kung ano ang kailangan nating gawin to live a somewhat better life from where we are right now. So itong mga bagay na to, it's from my own experience. Kaya it all allowed me to live or to feel better about myself, about my group, about my job, about the current situation of my life right now. So I am sharing it to you guys. Okay? So I hope you like this series. This will also be available at YouTube. Alright? Yung tatlong series natin na nauna, or sorry, yung tatlong episode natin na nauna is available din sa YouTube. So you can always watch all 4 episodes of the Be More series and dito din sa uh, Poy Delara page. Okay? And please do like my page as well, this Poy Delara page. You can add me on Facebook. That's Poy Delara 2. And you can also follow the One Life group page, which I am a part of, and also be a member of the close group para kapag gusto nyo naman meron kayong mapaghinga ng sama ng loob is you can always approach me or my other co-coaches para meron kayong makausap. It's really important to be involved with other people right now and do our best to be there for each other every single day. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and together, let us be more.